I didn't like that.
Half the time.
All right, we'll now call this regular city council meeting to order on Monday, July 13th at 6 o'clock. And we're gonna start out by doing an oath of office, swearing Barb in. Do it over here.
Sure, wherever you wanna go.
Run the flag.
Huh?
Why?
You need a picture us.
I can. So where to start? I, Barb McGrain, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Iowa, and that I will faithfully and impartially, to the best of my ability, discharge all duties of the office of council member in Cambridge as now or hereinafter required by law.
Thank you.
Well,
All right. Now we'll move on to roll call.
Knight,
Here.
Mackey,
Here.
Hudson,
Here.
Bassett, absent. McBreen,
Here,
thank you.
Entertain a motion to approve the agenda as presented. So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Have it. We'll now move into open the floor up to public comment for anybody from the audience that cares to address the council or myself may do so now. Come on up. Come on up, state your name. Who you are. What's going on?
I'm Lisa Ashburn, ASHUERN. What was your first name?
Lisa.
Lisa. Jamie, JAMI, Justice.
Floor is yours.
We're here today because we both live side by side on the north side of Race Street. And I'm known for having a lake that develops in my backyard. It starts in my backyard, it starts in Jamie's backyard. Every time it rains more than a couple inches.
What's your address?
507 Race Street.
Thank you.
And with the recent rain events, I feel most of Race Street has flooded basements. And a lot of us had water coming in as a result of the lake, call it. I also have a street drain in front of my house that's blocked, so anytime it rains at all, we have standing water in the street from our house. And actually backs up in the Jamie's driveway the most, I feel, and my backyard filled up first, so I flood almost every single time. It has rain. So when everybody else isn't even flooding, I'm flooding. And it's getting to the point like it's totally ruining my home. My basement's like taking so many bits, but it's not gonna ruin everything. I have to also put it. The most expensive stuff is the appliances and I also put it. It's hit me a couple times already, so. So I guess why we're here is we want to know why this happens, like where these drains go, that they're not emptying, and if there's anything that can be done about this. We're kind of at, both of us are at our wits end. We're both single ladies living alone, and it's problematic to say the least for us. And it seems like anytime it rains, it's 2 or 3 inches, it's never like a half inch anymore. So I know a lot of us in the neighborhood, we experience a lot of mental stress just watching the development of the lake. And if we're gonna have to move stuff out of the basement. And. It's pretty stressful.
Or you can't utilize your basement at all, but you have to. I think we know all the major points. I mean, like, I don't have anywhere else to put it, but if I had to solve the problem, I'd have to empty my basement completely. I can't even, that's not an option. So I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I mean, it's a whole drainage issue with development. It's a huge problem. Like, it looks like we have lake in our property. And it even comes to the side of my home, there's so much water. So it's coming down the whole front and sides when it's bad. Otherwise, it's just, but it's so bad, it comes, like, I can't stop it. It comes through my sump pump, through the foundation, through my windows. Because the water has nowhere to go but in. So. It's a huge, huge problem.
Okay. On public comment, we listen to the citizens and residents and take that into consideration, and I guess we'll look into the drain out front. Look into the drain out front. I mean, a lot of that's gonna be checking elevation.
And I know Cambridge has had a lot of flooding. It just seems that our spot is pretty consistent.
Mhm.
In the flooding, we're known for that.
What about the drain in the back? Is that something that you looked into to see if there's like another option to drain it to any other resources or?
But we haven't looked into that yet. We haven't looked into that drain in the back.
Okay,
Cause that was put in 2011 from the previous homeowner that remodeled that place then. And they took the existing tile out and put their own plumbing in.
so it's my understanding when they did that, the tile was all busted up and broke. And then they put a brand new tile in there that was actually literally wide open, but
Yep.
we're still, I mean, it can't hold the water that we're getting, like nothing's holding that or pulling it out.
Right.
So,
And when
I mean, even though that they did that to benefit the home, it's still, that whole development still getting the hit.
And when the lake does develop, I've had very angry people coming to me, like, it's in your backyard, do something about the drain. And I'm like, it's clear, the drain is clear, I can promise you that, it's clear, I don't let anything. Pile up on it at all, or in my yard,
So there's a possibility it's not even big enough to take it.
it just seems so, and the water is never far from the top of it anyway.
Dale, is it a vent thing like it is at our place where that air intake down the street from me, north of my place on Park Street, when that gets underwater, nothing upstream from that drains until it is able to,
There's this tight indoor part, the new system,
okay,
so there's multiple pits.
so it shouldn't be that kind of a problem.
It shouldn't be your fault. So we're gonna check elevations and steps, so we'll figure out. Hopefully.
So I guess the question is, if it's not big enough, who's gonna pay for it and whose problem is it?
That's our question as well.
It is on residents' property. That's the only issue. I see it's an issue.
So what are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on who's gonna pay for it?
No, that it's on residents' property
Well, it'd be your responsibility as a homeowner.
with, because it's in her yard.
Right.
But it affects the whole development, and we're moving about that. Cause it wouldn't be fair for her to be responsible for a drain that literally the whole development relied on, is that? That doesn't seem like that's a,
Did the previous homeowner do a study on it to make sure you put in a big enough size to require to take that amount of water in?
well, when he put it in, there was nothing there before, so it was even worse before he did that.
Hmm.
So, I mean, it's a little bit better, but better isn't cutting it. So, like, he tried to do a favor by, I mean, they didn't even live in the home, they just tried to do right by selling them.
Right.
So. Like I said, it's not even,
But it's on private property, correct? It's city property.
In their backyard, in Lisa's backyard.
so is that not considered a city drain? Is it considered a residential drain?
They're private.
So what about the other homeowners?
What about it?
Like, they don't have a drain, so,
I didn't build it.
no, but I'm just saying, so what would that, I mean, you're saying it just would fall into one home when it's affecting several homes? I mean, I'm just trying to follow what you're saying, I guess. I mean, I can understand if it was one home, but it literally hit. I don't, literally the whole development this time flooded as far as I understand. It wasn't just a one home issue. So, I don't know, just something to think about. So
Well,
what
I
do you,
guess,
what do we do moving forward? I mean, is that something you guys check the level link back to us, or like, what do you? like-
yeah, we need to check the elevation where your drain drops to where that drain is out front, because you have one right north of your driveway. Find out the depth of it and see how much fall there is between the two.
Are you talking about the drain like in front of the homes or in the
In
back?
front of your home, yeah, front of your guys' home, there's a drain up by the
So
road.
we were told that those drains don't drain. I don't know if that's true or not, but
So what was that?
The drains don't drain in front of their house on Ray Street.
There's
that a
that one,
thing?
it's a little, I don't know what you call it,
In the front,
in the front, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you have a big intake right on the north side of your driveway. You have a big intake right there.
but it's not draining supposedly.
It isn't.
No, those are great.
They are draining or aren't draining? They are or aren't?
Those big ones are great, they're working.
They are draining. So if it rains, like just a rain, not even a heavy rain, I can't even get my mail without having my whole foot soaked. 'Cause
Are you talking that little square one or the big one on?
The big
north
one.
side?
just the one that's right by the mailboxes. Like, I don't. it-
Like across the street.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that one like goes nowhere,
yeah, it doesn't take anything through it.
that one hasn't worked in.
Okay.
Not long after they put it in. When they put the curb together, and that thing hasn't worked.
I was gonna say, cause it doesn't matter if it's a little rain, I literally can't walk out, and get my mail, till it rain, cause I will be soaked. From my feet up. And that's up in different driveway, every single time, so I've been told that it's because it doesn't drain, that's be. It's pointless, is what I've been told. So it's a front and back issue, kind of, really, honestly.
Yeah, because that water, when that gets to a certain level, it goes over the curb and forms a river to the backyards. And that's how the lake starts.
So are all 11 residences between Pearl and Race and Sixth and I think that's Fifth? Are that whole area between the houses there, we guys share like a boundary for your backyards? That whole thing floods.
Completely, it looks like a lakefront cover. And I think this time it hit everybody. Like literally got everybody cleared out of the townhomes. And everybody on the sides that don't even usually get hit, it got them this time too.
Sure.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Thanks, ladies.
Is there anyone else from the audience who would care to address the council of Woodset?
Hello, my name is Greg Vitale. I live in Ames, Iowa. I'm with the Outdoor Alliance of Story County, Friends Group for Story County Conservation. I just came to have you see a face associated with the second bike ride on the Heart of Iowa Nature Trail, scheduled for September 19th. Yeah. And we're just putting together a flyer for the websites that it will pop up on. And we were hoping to have some definitive things for all towns. And so far, the only thing that I have from Cambridge definitively is the Historical Society is going to have a display like they did last year. And I have had some conversations with you, right? And also with a few other people, but I don't have my records in front of me, just have my breakdown today. And I was hoping we could nail down a few things in the next few days pretty much what other communities are doing is what they did last year. The one special thing that we really have going, if it's ready or in some fashion usable, is the new, bar. Yeah, that would be a real big asset if that, by any chance, it's not gonna happen.
Not till like Thanksgiving. They're looking at Thanksgiving.
Okay, so, I don't know, it seems like it would be nice that if they had a awning and, I don't know, something, there so that people can be aware that's gonna come up pretty soon. So that would be really helpful, and that would be one thing that didn't happen last year. There was conversations about, basically, church groups or fire groups that would have bake sales and things like that. Those would be very helpful, and, there was the facilities, where the restrooms are, where water is, those kind of things. But basically, we're trying to follow the same timeline as last year, so that would expect people here no sooner than 9:30 and no later than 11:31 east. And then they'll come back whenever they want to come back. There's a rolling start later. Besides the Story County Conservation, the Outdoor Alliance of Story County, there's also the Iowa Bicycle Coalition putting this together. Those are the three main partners. Anyhow, I just want you to encourage you to do what you can a little soon.
Lori spoke about this in our library board meeting, and Jen Day, our park board director, spoke about it. Not this last month, but the month before, and she's got some stuff going on right now, so here's my business card and my cell number. If you have,
Yeah.
text me your contact information.
Okay, and I'll give one to you. All right, I think that's all I have to say today.
Right on,
All right,
looking forward to it.
Do you have a name for the bike park? Is it called anything?
yeah, wheels and wings, or
Wheels
wings and wheels. I'll have it flipped around one way or the other.
Okay,
Yeah. And it's about monarch butterflies and pollinators in general, and the wheels on the tires of bikes. Yeah. All right. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, is there anybody else? Hearing none, we'll close public comments. Entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda, please.
Dave said.
Knight,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yeah.
Hudson,
Yes.
Bassett, absent, McBreen.
yes.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, we'll move on to business items. Business item A, approve resolution number 26-23, a resolution designating the official public posting location for meeting notices pursuant to Iowa Code Section 21.4.
Is this the new thing that came out from the governor's office?
So I have a question. So we don't have to post in newspapers then, or do we have? to post?
Agendas, this is agendas.
Just agendas?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. But do we, oh, we don't.
public portion is, we do it
Okay.
on the front door, we post it on the city
Where to
site.
post? Okay.
We have to do this annually now.
Move to approve resolution number 26-23. Second.
Knight,
Yes.
Mackey,
Yes.
Hudson,
Yes.
Bassett, absent, McBreen.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, we'll now move on to departments. Lori, oh, Lori is here. Lori. From the library.
I put, a yellow sheet on your table, so that is your net numbers. Our summer program is going very well. Our door count for June was 1,472 people. And, we have 8 new patrons and, 2 from other towns, two rural, one from Cambridge and two from Elkhart. And one from another library. So we had 47 programs this month and 806 participants, so we've had a lot of people coming to the program, it's going really well. And then this is, our numbers for the year for Y 26. And you can look at that sometime, but just, we've had 8,652 people come through. And 437 programs, 4,950 participants, so the library is definitely being used, so very happy with all the support and all the things happening here.
If I may, I'd like to have the minutes reflect that Lori's doing an incredible job. Her first program early in June, I had the opportunity to pop in. It was amazing. They had the reptile guy here. How many kids were there? 80?
We had 92 people.
Holy buckets. And yes, it was chaos, but it was focused chaos. If you work with kids, you've got to be comfortable with that. And I'm really, really proud of the work that Lori and her crew is doing for all the kids in our school district and in the area.
Thank you. Any further discussion for library? Good, thanks, Lori. We'll move on to fire.
A couple things, we will be meeting this Friday with Toy at the Toy Factory to go over. Finalizing the build out for the truck. Finalizing blueprints and all that. Look forward to that. Then secondly, we've had a lot of discussions with getting $15 per call. Kind of the way, every way we've cut it, it's gonna be a huge hit on not only the city budget, but our budget as well, on not knowing how to project it from year to year. Also, just trying to figure out how it would be fair to everybody that is showing up. We've kind of want to present to you guys a different ask instead of the $15 per call. It's called the low staff. So basically what we want to do is keep the $5 per call for clothing allowance, and that would be based on per call basis. As we have in the past. Moving forward, the state has started what they call the LoSAP, and it is for communities that have, the fire department has less than $100,000 budget. They match 3 to 1. And they ask that we put together, the fire department puts together a point system type thing to make sure that each individual firefighter is held accountable and it's in good standings to the fire department. That being said, the max contribution is $166 that would come from the city and as well from the township. That number you're only going to get that, which then at the end of the year, if the firefighter is in good standings and he meets all the criteria and gets all the points, that's with the contribution from the city and the state, that'd be $657 that would roll into kind of a retirement. Something to help keep people there and have something to look forward to when they do retire. It's not gonna be much, but or we can have it paid out if we do. This is going to be able, we're gonna be able to budget off this. We know what the max cap is, then then it's up to the firefighter to meet that. So if we have a full roster of 25 firefighters and everybody meets it, it's great, right? Then we know no matter what, going every year budget, this is how much we're looking for. If they don't, then that's just money that the city's saving. Things that go into that criteria is making so many calls making all the trainings, making the fundraisers, all that stuff, and being within good standings. It's gonna help out in the fire department portion of it, and, you know, if they choose not to, then it's just hurting them, right? In the end, we can. Basically, all we need from the city, with it is that you guys sign the blessing that we provide fire service for the city and the township. And then we just send our criteria off to the state and they accept it. And it's just moving forward from there. We as a department are definitely not saying, we're not appreciative of you guys offering $15 per call. We're very grateful for that, but we also as a department realize what the budget is and everything else, and if there's extra money to be spent or paying us, we would rather see that money go towards something else within the department. So, I mean, going budget, talk about $15 per call, and everybody showing up, getting their $15 per call. I mean, that could go to $40,000 in a year, on top of what the budget is, so we can't really budget that, right? That we don't know who's gonna make it, and we can't. Stay back this time, and then we need all hands on deck when we get the tax money. There's just too many unknowns when we get paid to say that we don't want that, and then if we start saying that to people, then they don't show up, and then things just get messy. This gives every firefighter something to work for, be a part of it, get the money. And if they can't, it also gives us an opportunity to reflect on who that person is and build from there. All in all, I mean, it was a lot of money saved by the city if we go this route. Next month is the open enrollment of August 1st, and to the so we can present what we come up with, what we have came up with as a department, what makes a firefighter in good standing, how those points work. Obviously, with the year just getting started and stuff, this year would kind of be a little less, but moving forward after July of next year, it would be to the more strict guide. We have a presentation we can show you guys and all that. At the next meeting, if that's something you guys want to see, or we just move forward with it. It doesn't need a resolution or anything. It is just literally a piece of paper signed by the mayor saying that, yeah, we, Gabriel Fire Department, Union Township Association, provide fire for this, and then going forward, it would just be. Yeah.
You know, we needed this information like 7 months ago. Cause all the wheels are already rolling with the 2080 agreement going now. With those numbers.
Hasn't been signed yet.
No, it hasn't been signed.
But our budget has,
Yeah, but this is only saving the budget.
I think there's more to it than what you have there, because what I was reading, it's based on years of service. So I think you guys
Gotta
do
have
a little more checking into
We've done all. that.
what all it entails, but.
I mean, to start paying us $15 a call and all that, I mean, you're looking at IFRS and everything else that you guys are gonna be paying into per time of doing payroll and everything. I mean, for you guys, like 7 months ago, come into us and throw it on our table, like, hey, we're gonna pay $15 a call and everything, it's kind of like, okay, wait a minute. You know, like, it sounds great. But
Matt, where'd that $15 come from?
you guys voted between you and the township,
Where'd that number come from?
but has the township agreed to that?
That number came from you.
No, that number came from you.
Oh, shit.
That number came from you and Taylor, sitting in our meeting.
So you didn't bring that number up to me?
Never. Never once. You asked what other communities around us made.
Yep,
Yep, and I gave
$15
that.
both sides.
Yeah.
Okay, I said, let's make it 15. You said, okay.
Alright.
That's,
No,
that's how this thing got rolling.
No, I didn't.
Don't roll it over onto the council.
I'm not.
You brought it to us.
I'm not rolling anything over on the council.
Yeah, you
What
are.
what I'm trying to say.
What we've already
is
worked
saying,
on
I'm trying to say.
is from you. You brought this to us.
No, no.
Yes,
You did.
no.
No.
Where'd that
There
come
was more
from,
people in
Matt?
that- There was more people in that meeting that will contest to say that you brought that to us.
No.
I
The
didn't ask
$15
for
came from you.
I did not ask for $15 at all.
I asked you if that was okay. You said,
You asked us by representative.
that's how that got rolling. So now we've done this whole
Yeah.
2080 agreement and everything, and now you want to change it.
Can I ask you a question? What
Absolutely.
does Wallace stand for?
Yeah, I have the whole presentation. It's a loyalty program.
Is this something we can look up online or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's passed through the state in a way to retain people on
Yeah.
volunteer. What's the website?
So it'd be a length of service
You can
support
just-
program was,
You can just Google LOSAP and it'll come up.
Oh, okay.
no, it's likely to find it, but I can get it.
As far as the 2080 agreement, that's not signed yet, so any of that could be changed. There was a lot of things that the township has questions about, and,
No, there's only one question they had about it.
okay,
That's all it was. And they just want to know about the administration fees. That's all it was.
and that's all taken care of,
That's what. It's from the county attorney. County attorney called me personally on it.
and it's been signed.
It has not been signed. Hasn't been signed. In fact, the city doesn't have to provide any emergency services to the township.
But this sounds like a cost savings. If it's a.
You're right, Barb, but we're halfway through budget. That should have been 7 months ago when this thing should have been
Right,
brought
but
up.
still cheaper. So it'd be a savings.
We don't know that.
We don't know
Budget.
that.
We don't know that.
What number did you budget for, paying out?
We took a third of what the calls you had last year. That's how we did it. We times that, a third of the calls you had last year, we times it by 3 with the $15. It was like 24,000. Yes, I know. It's,
So what happens when we start going above that? Then we're amending the budget. We're asking way more money than. The city doesn't even, I've sat through all the budget meetings and the money's not there.
I don't think you've sat through all the budget meetings.
The majority.
You were at one.
But you said that, it was 600 and something a year.
600, so it'd be
So-
$166 per firefighter. From
The Iowa-
contribution
From
from,
Iowa Economic Development Finance Authority, it's 500 max per volunteer. To the 3-to-1 that you said.
is that for over 100,000 or under 100,000?
Apartments operated of 100,000 or more.
Yeah, so we're
Okay,
less.
so less than 100,000 is up to 500 per year per volunteer.
Okay, so that's what. So $500 per firefighter, that's money that the state's giving.
How many fire calls do you have per year now?
Average, it varies quite a bit.
Well, what was, you told me what, 23, 24, and 25?
I have no.
230, 240,
Okay.
260.
Okay.
We've had it over 300.
Shit. I guarantee he knows more than anybody here.
Sounds like we can get money from the state to help.
It sounds like there's a lot more investigation that needs to be looked into.
I'm not, it's not that I'm not for it. It's just,
Oh,
we're halfway through the process. I'm all for it if you want to do it at the beginning of next year and we're planning for it. Great. There's just been a lot of time and everything put into what we have going right now. You know who you gotta talk to about the other half of this ordeal on paying it. Right?
Yeah.
We've been down that road.
Saving them money.
Yeah.
And they're gonna see that the state's gonna give.
Yeah, we know they've been saved a lot of money. They've been saving a lot of money. We know that.
Well, I'm not after anybody.
Yeah,
It does.
I'm after saving the city money.
It does say a resolution needs to happen, read it, right? By the council.
Well, council just can't approve it.
It says resolution by governing board, state council.
It's not that I'm not for it. It's just, damn, we've already started this year already.
Already made paid.
And if township doesn't want to do a 2080, that's fine. You don't go out on calls out there. What? Look it up. It's a state law, or well, it's not a state law, but it's, you don't have to provide service for them. You want to save the city a bunch of money? Have them find somebody else to do their calls. They can find somebody else to do their calls, okay?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's reach out to the community and let's
Yeah.
reach out to the rest of the township. And
Well,
say, hey, you know what? Cambridge is only staying in Cambridge.
that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, Black and the
And
best.
their members can call their trustees and chew their ass out for that.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
We need to look at this. See what it does cost us, if it's gonna cost us anything at this point. And then if it is, or things are settled, then we need to put a plan in together then for the next budget.
You working on that, Dave? If you're working on it, I'm all for it.
We look into it.
Dave's gonna look into it. So somebody will making a call to the township then? And telling them to wipe the whole budget thing out? So what's going on?
Yeah, we have a meeting more on there, sure.
Well, you got no numbers for it anyway.
We don't have numbers right now, so there's no reason to call anybody like that, but until we figure out what's going on. If we're gonna change it, then we do that, but at this point, we need to look at this more. Then making a decision tonight and back and forth. Let us take a look at it and see what works best at this point for the city. Then if it looks like that, hey, next year this is something we really need to get into, then we start working on that. Yeah. Well, I'll get a hold of you.
Is the amount of pay the same for every member, no matter how many calls they go on? So if you have somebody that only goes on 3 calls and somebody that goes on 20 calls,
No, that's part of being within good standings. You have a point system that you have to meet. Yeah, so many points you gotta meet every year in order to get it. If you don't get those, then you don't get any.
then you don't get any money.
Any of them.
Because you're not showing up.
You would only get your $5 per call, fully loaded.
Yeah, I think if you could get more information to provide to the council so they understand how it all works on a point system and how that all trickles down, because there's a lot of information. I've seen it on ClerkNet and there's a lot to it, so it's not as simple.
We have a work session. There's something we can put together that we can set and look at this.
I think by the time you guys get a hold of township and get responses back, you're gonna be looking at our next meeting anyway.
We do the work session after that, you can look at.
Yes, yes.
To that, as I work.
So you have to have.
So we take a
They
look
did
at
that
it,
resolution,
sit
so
down.
The complete application.
You can put it together too, that should.
That's what was saying, for all applicants will be required by form documentation, complete application.
I don't, but I think we need to look at it
Enough time, Matt.
and
Well, tell
figure out what we're gonna do.
For this year, I don't think it'll be enough time. Cause it does state that we have to do a resolution, by governing board. The application, and that says all applicants will be required to provide the following documentation to complete the application, and that's listed number 1.
What is the one?
Resolution by governing board, so there needs to be a resolution. I don't know if a resolution be made by
When's that have to be first?
August 1st to September 30th is when it's open.
Just checking on it, but yeah, the applications are due by that time, not so that we got to.
So at this point, we could just stick to the $5 per call per person,
I'm fine with that.
and then the
That's gonna,
township,
it's gonna require a change
the
of resolution,
association.
because we already did the resolution for $15 a call. We already passed it, so it's gonna require a new resolution to change it again. So.
$5?
And then, while we work through this, the association can cover $150 per person. All we need is the government body to say, recognize us as a nonprofit. And then the following year, we can,
Get it in all place and
yep,
work through all the kinks.
yep. But I mean, if we have that blessing from you guys that says, also that in the piece of paper says that you're saying that we are
So we don't need.
affiliated with the city, we are recognized by you guys, signed by the mayor, we can move forward with it this year.
Mhm. Okay,
I can ask a few other clerks, through ClerkNet who participates in it. And how they have figured it out and how it works for them. I'll ask the people in the same
Wilson.
population area. Who does, who else? They're a higher population, so usually it's because we're under 1,000, they're over 1,000.
But it's on, based on budget of the fire department.
I thought he said it.
Is it
Based on population.
Is it based on number of people? or-
No,
I know it's based on the amount in the budget.
If you're over $100,000, they'll match you 1-to-1. If you're under $100,000, they'll match you.
Slater can't be over 100,000.
in their fire department.
Yeah, I wouldn't think.
We're smaller than Slater, we are. We're smaller than Slater.
Yeah.
We're over 100,000.
No,
The budget.
not the budget of the fire department.
Right,
The
that's what I was
budget,
saying.
our budget's 90.
94 and some change.
For just the fire department.
Right.
Well, that was based off $15. So.
It's. We're
Is Slater participated in that?
you're still.
Yeah.
And do they get $5 a call on top of that? How do they?
I'll just figure out that. So that they're,
Who would I call? The idea?
Lindsay?
I'll get you in.
Lindsay, I think is the clerk over there.
Yes, probably not.
Okay. Any further discussion for fire? Good, let's find out more numbers. All right. Moving on to police. Joe?
Right now, we're okay. But going into the school, so we'll be down to 5. I don't call us.
Okay.
Over, yeah. All right, he's been our SRO for. About 3 years. Yeah. Yeah, he's sleeping. That.
You don't have anybody else signed up yet?
No.
You have a timeline, like before school starts, to have it replaced by, or?
No, basically I have to go through the motions, they post it. Try to get applicants and testing, and yeah, it's gonna be a while before we get this place.
All right, see the speed sign's been moved around,
Yeah,
that Paul's coming in.
I don't know, it's Nate, this little there, so. You kind of tries to move around. That's so we can.
Okay. All right. Any further discussion for police? Not, we'll move on to public works.
Got a couple of water leaks that are gonna get fixed, so. Yeah, none of them are ours. Thank you for what you do.
Good job of trying to get something fairly. It was.
Looking okay now?
Yeah,
Went back to normal?
yeah, we actually opened it back up,
Okay,
and the river kind of came back up over the weekend, so saw that, and I shut that down. So, we're moving water now.
do we have any roads that are gonna be worked on this month, or is there any plans for next month? Anybody coming in?
Could be August or September possibly, so I'll touch base with them soon. So
And you said you got extra skis for it, right?
I just ordered some, and then start making well again tonight, so. It's gonna get bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Any further discussion for Public Works? Not, move on to communications. Doing communications. Barb, you doing communications? You talking with state communications?
Yeah, so the last website training happened. We technically can go live when we're ready. We need to, I know Barb was doing some updates,
Yeah.
adding some things, so what we need to do, we probably need to have a work session to kind of go through everything. And then pick a time to go live. We will be able to have the current domain, so the current website address auto route to the .gov, because we registered the .gov. So I think a quick work session just to show it on the big screen, kind of go through and then kind of get some ideas of what want to be displayed on the each page would be great. As far as the email accounts, we do have the email accounts created. So I need to find some time to get with you. We need to find some time, Susan, to kind of transfer your stuff to the new email. Still they'll have the alias, so if they email to your current email, they'll still go to the new one, and when you reply, yeah, yep. So we need to get that going, but it's in place. So Barb, I'll probably this week I'll be in Arizona, but next week I need to find some time with you.
Okay, that'd be great.
Just I'm very busy at work.
Okay. Well, I was trying to post the meeting packet for tonight and I couldn't get it to post, so I didn't know. Maybe if I.
On the news site,
Yeah, on the news site, because I want to get all some of the meeting packets on that site.
sure.
So I don't know if I don't have the.
I'm gonna change your permissions.
Oh, okay, so I can get it up there, okay, great.
But I'll get with you next week and then we'll find some time, we'll go through.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's it.
All right, is there any further discussion for communications? If not, we'll move on to planning and zoning.
A handout. The word. So planning and zoning, we didn't meet this month because everybody was out of town or busy. Anyway, we'll meet August 4th and I'm trying to convince someone to chair. So we'll work on that and we need to get more members on planning and zoning. We also received $1,500 from the Iowa Rural Development Council to help pay for the $3,000 zoning map and zoning ordinance that's the project MIPA is working on. MIPA helped get the grant, and MIPA, I don't know, we hear COG a lot. MIPA is our COG. It's Mid-Iowa Planning Alliance, so when someone talks about COGs, that's our COG. And Simmering and Corey, I think Susan, they happened to, didn't they? They sent the updated city code and they want us to review it.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And they want the council staff to review it. I didn't know if this is something safe building should look at. And I think planning and zoning would help. So It's a big. She thought it'd take at least 3 months to go through it for us to get it back to them. For approval. And that's all I have. Oh, the Board of Adjustment will meet on July 27th at 6 p.m. in the city center to review a variance request from Steve Court. That's all I have.
What time is that?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Okay. All right, is there any further discussion for planning and zoning? If not, we'll move on to cemetery and parks.
Cemetery work with regards to breaking down, revenue and expenditures. I've waded into that very deep, but I'm putting it on hold right now because I've got some stuff that was unanticipated that I'm taking care of. I will have a report prepared for everyone at the August meeting. Parks wise, we've got a timeline established for our Fall Fest. Still working on which weekend it's gonna be because there were a couple of variables with, it's gonna be one of the first 3 weekends of October. Wings and Wheels was just presented to us very briefly, and then it came up again in the library board meeting. I think I'm gonna encourage library and parks to collaborate on activities related to that bike ride September 19th. And Dr. Trimble, the school superintendent, has given us the, what is this thing called? A real estate gift agreement. So it breaks down the property that we've been looking at. And it sounds like the expectation is gonna be that we're prepared to take action with it in September. So that's kind of good news.
I forwarded it to everybody, I just got it.
Yeah, that was
From Jen.
hot off the press just late this afternoon.
Link this afternoon, Jen sent it to me.
So get a copy of it if you can from
I
Susan,
emailed it to
and
everyone, so.
then read through it. So that we are knowledgeable and aware of all the points associated with it, but I think it would be a great asset to our community, and it'll clear the way for us to be more supportive of Little League programming.
Right?
That's gonna go to the school board in August.
All right on this.
And yep,
That's about all, folks.
and anyway, the school board agrees to have it finalized in September. You'll see all that as you know when you open it.
I think the cool thing on that is we just had to ask. Jennifer went out and asked the superintendent and it got moved.
Well, and I don't think many people know that the mayor asked first. He,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yes, you did. Yeah, you did. Yes, I did. I sat right across from him. I'm gonna say that. I don't know if we're gonna get another meeting in this month because we had to cancel because Jennifer's literally a homeless person right now, so I'm giving her as much latitude as she needs to take care of that. But, any questions?
No. All right, there's no further discussion for cemetery and parks. We'll move on to finance and economic development.
So that would be me.
Taking it back on.
Okay, I was,
Thank you.
Ames, I was thinking we should get more involved with the Ames Regional Economic Alliance and asking them for help on different issues. So I emailed Jennifer to talk to her for ideas for helping to sell that building, helping to sell the other building, just ideas.
Who's Jennifer?
Jennifer, she came to a meeting, Jennifer
Came
Loveland,
to a meeting.
Otto, she's the representative, she's the
from-
Greg Pickflat. That was
Ooh,
Greg Pickflat replacement. You know.
say that fast, right?
He's been to a few of our meetings
Anyway.
also.
Yeah.
I know Huxley uses them all the time. They pay extra and it's like their chamber. It helps them promote their businesses and get things moving, so. I reached out to her and asked if I can meet with her. That's it.
All right. Any further discussion for finance and economic development? If not, we will roll into a work session.
One more thing from the fire department, we just, on Thursday got awarded, the Prairie Meadows grant for, a deer extractor. The wash machine to extract all the harmful chemicals and stuff. Got a grant from them,
So what is it?
$8,600 and some dollars.
Prairie Meadow.
What's it for, a piece of equipment?
Yeah, it's called an extractor, it's a wash machine, big wash machine to help wash off gear and stuff, keep the chemicals and all that out.
How much was that grant, Matt?
800. 8,600. Somewhere around there, 86.7 or something.
Congratulations.
Okay. Council ready for work session?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so we'll move on to MSA. People here from MSA. Come on up. Come on up.
Hey, bro.
Hold on, let me see.
Well, yeah, thanks for having us back.
We weren't sure about that.
Yeah. I don't know. Happy to be back here. So yeah, I guess kind of a recap. In May, we had the city to discuss the treatment plan options and other options from the preliminary engineering report we've been doing. And we presented various treatment plan options, 4 total, ranging from 6.5 million to a little over 8 million for the treatment plants. We kind of the preferred option from what I was gauging, was right around an $8 million option, which is, as we talked through, is way too much, the city can't really take that on, with that there. So that our next step, when we came to a June work session, but slash council meeting, we right size that preferred option. So what that means is we reduced the size of the building basically, and we got rid of a couple of components. One of them being the clear well. The other one was reducing the electrical controls robustness. And that got us down to like 7 million. And that's kind of a typical process, coming in with our budget options, and then we refine one of them. So yeah, and those were all for new treatment plants right around the fire station site. And that was, definitely like your best option as far as just what you could get, but then the cost doesn't make sense, right? So in the meantime, we've been working with Dale and Adam to find some rehab options for the existing treatment plant. And they're not perfect, they don't give you everything like a new treatment plant would, but there's something you can move forward with. So if you look at the handout here, we have option A, which is a limited rehab, and then option B, which is more robust, get a little bit more features there. So we'll go down line by line for these estimates, and we'll talk about what you're getting for each option. So option A, we kind of skip the first 2, those are kind of set costs based on the rest of the costs. And if we go down to the third line, existing pressure filter rehab, that was 56,000 for either option limited or robust rehab, we thought you'd want that. And Dale and Adam seems to think that was important, which I agree, and that would include replacing the media and your existing pressure filter, recoating the interior, and some other rehab that we often see in the interior there as needed. And then if we go down to the next line item, redundant pressure filter, so you can see option A does not have that cost included because it's not included in that option. Because you could technically get by without it for your current population.
Then option B, that includes, you know, currently you have one pressure filter, it would include two. Or include adding another one. And so, I mean, the only things to know with that option is that current garage where the pressure filter is pretty tight anyway, so there'd be pretty significant modifications in there. And that would have your pressure filter offline for quite a while, you know, probably 6 months or so, potentially. Which that's kind of the cost that isn't included in either of these options, is the cost to purchase RUA water for 6 months or so. But yeah, so redundant pressure filter, option B, the robust option has that. Option, and then if we move down the line, aerolator replacement. So this is stainless steel aerolator, and an aerolator is a gravity pressure filter device, and it also has forced draft aeration to oxidize some of the iron out of your water. So yeah, both the options would include that, because that's, you know, that's the main driver right now. That's the piece of the equipment that you're having the most issue with as far as leaking. And then both these options, they also include the controls upgrade of the existing treatment plant. So that's, you're getting all new brains for your plant, you're getting all new sensors. And that's, you know, obviously that's an expensive item. But given the state of the existing controls, you know, on the older side, and a lot of the existing controls is like proprietary stuff that only one integrator can work with. Which isn't great, you know, if you have an issue, you know, Dale calls a guy and the guy's like, well, I can't do much, you know, can't work around this firewall or this particular component that was programmed in a certain way that, you know, nobody knows besides the guy who programmed it originally probably. So yeah, that's one thing you'd definitely be getting rid of. That's whenever we do our specs for controls, it's standard items and standard components that everyone can work on, basically. If we move down an item. So these next two items, option A has a ground storage tank rehab versus option B is a ground storage tank replacement. So, you know, you can go two extremes on that, and it's different costs. The rehab would be, you know, around 58,000, a little over 58,000, versus the replacement would be 255,000. That's obviously more, and yeah, clearly more. There is, so this rehabilitation is basically you fix all the joints, you put all new sealant in the joints. If you have a real bad joint, you can basically get like a needle to go inside the joint, and then you can pump it full of additional sealant versus just sealing where the laps meet. So this is the manufacturer's recommended rehab option. There is an additional option which Dale solicited that's slightly cheaper, but so that's an option as well. We can discuss it if interested. It's 36,000 versus 58,000. And yeah, ground storage tank replacement, that includes a new concrete foundation. Just so you know, there's potential to reuse it, so that cost could go down if we can reuse the existing foundation. And there's a metal ring around the bottom. That's likely, from what I saw, it's embedded into the foundation to where when they build a new tank, they could just connect to that existing metal ring, potentially if it's in good condition. And then, yeah, the next items are more administrative, but it's both of them include inflation for 2 years, so assuming a 2028 construction. And you can see the total estimated construction costs with inflation there. For the option A, the limited rehab, we have around 1.9 million. For the option B, the more robust rehab, here around 3.25 million for just construction costs. And then the other thing we have in there is if we go down an item is construction contingencies. That's 20% of the construction cost there. Then we also have I think a contingency, but we have engineering, legal, and admin there at the bottom for those fees, and then the size of the project. And so option A, you get a total of around 2.73 million. And option B, you get around 4.65 million. For the all-in costs there. But obviously, you know, compared to your building, you don't get a new building, you don't restart every clock or every phone in your treatment plant. There's obviously a lot of give and take there. And you don't have room for future expansion, unfortunately, given, you know, the existing treatment plant's pretty small. So yeah, I guess, any questions, happy to answer them.
Given the reduction in construction costs and replacement costs and refurbishment costs. I mean, my big question is, are we still able to provide safe water for our town as its size now? And is there room to grow, or are we at its max?
Yeah, you're still able to provide safe water. We're at the town as it is. If you do option B, you can, you know, we can, that also projects into the future a little bit. You know, it might not be our original design population, but it's pretty close to similar.
How hard is it to take an option A and expand it if all of a sudden a bunch of people want to live in Cambridge that we didn't anticipate? Is that a possibility, or is it because we use so much of the old components? You talking about that fitment piece where something breaks, they don't make that part anymore.
Yeah, so, yeah, the main thing that's breaking is, I mean, is electrical controls, and then obviously the aerolator is the big thing, but that would get replaced with either option. So yeah, currently your electrical controls, yeah, hard to work on, and then just old. So, I mean, from what we're hearing, like, you guys were looking in junkyards for parts, which is, if you don't find the right junkyard,
Still working though.
yeah, it's still working for sure, for sure. We're still getting safe water, which is awesome. But yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
Yeah. Well, I keep looking at Dale because, I mean, am I asking the right question? Is that, what are your concerns over the two options?
You can pick and choose whatever,
That's, yeah,
the building's still standing.
Yes, yes.
And just a lot of stuff inside is old, and we run into that, where, I mean, we literally found a bucket in a scrapyard someplace, I think they pulled it out and sent it to us.
You couldn't buy a brand new one.
The retro that. Yeah.
So were you involved enough with this development of option A?
We
That,
were fully involved.
okay, so
So,
are you satisfied with that refurbishment and what's getting replaced to provide the services that we need with regard to water for the
It's a
foreseeable
lot
future?
better than $8 million.
Well, I know that, but, you know, having crappy water isn't,
We're providing. We're producing good water.
Right.
So.
so you'd be happy if we made those changes and went with a less expensive option?
Yeah.
And you don't have any problems with potentially expanding from that? If
I
we were to
don't
go,
know where we could expand to unless we moved into the garage.
okay,
What do you, what's your thoughts on A and B? What?
And yeah, that's important, like Dale was saying, you can think of this as a menu.
Right.
As well. You can kind of pick and choose and shape it. For instance, maybe you want to do option B without the redundant pressure filter. Or, you know, you want to do ground storage tank rehab for option B versus a complete replacement. That's just two examples, but think of it as a menu.
And there's a couple things you could do. You could maybe budget a couple things and knock them off the list too, but you're still gonna be down a week.
Right.
On rural water, but you would, you know,
6 months, I mean, it's better than a year or
right.
2 years.
in either option, if I heard you correctly. Probably a 2-year process from start to completion.
Yep.
For
Yep.
both options.
Design start. Yeah.
And then how much of that 2 years would we be required to contract rural water to provide water for our community?
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months?
It's tough to fully know, but that seems like a good conservative estimate. Yeah.
Does anybody have Can somebody guesstimate with the,
Yeah. How many people will this serve? How many homes?
So right now you have 325 users. So this would definitely serve all of them, and it could get you up to probably about 100 more homes. Yeah,
Okay.
it's rough math.
well, first thing about it, 100 homes doesn't seem like very
Yeah.
much, but.
So yeah, the big difference is option B includes that redundant pressure filter, which is a big cost,
Yeah.
but it. The redundant pressure filter makes it so if one goes down, you don't have to borrow from or purchase from Iron Way.
Mhm.
So that's the deal there too.
Mr. Mayor, what do you want us to do? You want,
Just,
just taking it in?
Yep.
Okay.
Can't do anything tonight.
So the ball's back in our court.
Ball's back different,
All
yeah,
right. Thanks shot, brother.
yeah, thank you, yeah, feel free to let me know questions or anything else, we're happy to help, yeah, next steps, yeah, be awesome to finalize a preferred treatment option. We definitely encourage you with these costs, we can get you any other costs you want to reach out to your municipal advisor, get an idea of, user charge type of things. And funding. Yeah, and once we hear from you, we can finalize the portion, get you moving forward.
sounds good.
Awesome.
All right,
Thanks a lot.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
No, so by the time Tim was at our last meeting, and then I was gone on vacation, and when I got back, he had asked for some reports. So I got those to him on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'm gonna guess he hasn't had time to prepare everything that he wanted to present. For tonight. But I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
All right,
Do
so
we want to
10.
ask about then looking into a work session to go over some of this stuff if Tim's able to come, or you just wanna wait till August meeting?
I'd aim to get as much done before August as possible, but that's.
As you can see, yeah, that's fine, we can have another session.
I'm going up to Minnesota probably once every 3 days for the foreseeable future. To work a day and then come
And I'm
back.
not gonna have any time in the next 2 weeks. Our financial audit is on the 27th.
Wow. Okay,
So I have a lot of reports and documents I have to prepare for that.
or do you wanna wait until the next meeting and have a work session after that?
Or do you guys want to try doing something on August 3rd? A week before a
Okay.
council meeting, so if I need to prepare something for a council
Okay.
meeting. That's up to you guys.
The next council meeting. is
Chuck, are you around
Yeah.
August 3rd?
I'm around.
Dave, are you camping?
Trips on Tuesday, and then, you're on Monday, so. Some Monday, so.
So are we gonna get together Mondays there 3 August?
If it's Monday, you did it.
Mondays are good for me.
Yep.
Want to go a little earlier?
August 3rd?
Mm-hmm.
Earliest is 5:30 that Taylor can ever do.
You wanna go then? Is that-
So I have a question, do we have to do a request for proposals? Did you talk to the attorney, or are they bound by this, or?
I forwarded everything to him and he just said that, just emailed me back saying. They had received it and they would get back to us when they've had a chance to review
Okay.
it.
Okay. Well,
And I haven't heard back from that Crystal either, because I reached out to her also on the 2080 agreement. She didn't respond.
All right. We'll move on to mayor and council reports. Anybody else have anything? You guys still okay? Anything from council?
I'd like to get some of those, like the brand you guys got on the website, the new website, stories about what we're doing. So I'd like to talk to you guys and get a little story about that. maybe a picture or something. Cause we wanna highlight the good
Yeah.
things that are going on.
Any
That and
pictures
the
and stuff too.
Where's library stuff, that'd be nice to get on the webpage.
Didn't you have a shutterbug in here taking pictures when the lizard man was here?
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I mean, we have had lots of.
And is it this Wednesday when you're doing the? Never mind, I got it right.
Tomorrow and Wednesday is up.
Yeah. There, and then two.
10 and 2:30.
County keeps asking, that was another one that came in late, Strickland County keeps asking to review that plat of survey, and it all has to do with that area over by the Palestine Church, the Merle Brenlin. They keep asking if we have any comment on it. I'm not sure what they're.
Way on the west side of the interstate.
Out there where my mom's house used to be.
Yeah.
And then Merle Brenlin is just down the street.
Yeah.
Across from the church. They're doing some plat of survey. And
Gonna be a roundabout put in there.
is that what the plat of survey is for?
Right in
Is
front of the
for
church
roundabout?
at the intersection of 69
Yeah,
down.
the dirt that's being moved currently south of Highway 210 is going to be, it's like 380 some thousand square foot cold storage, it's going in there.
Oh, yeah, that's.
So we're gonna, all truck traffic and all that, they're gonna put in, the DOT does not wanna put in turning lanes. They wanna put in a roundabout, and we're gonna pay 5/60th mile, well, that'd be a half mile south to their driveway now.
Sure, it'd be nice if they explain that instead of just sending you this plat of survey, because trying to look at it and understand what their point they're trying to get across. It has nothing on there about a roundabout. The thing I saw was something with driveway.
You dig it? Yeah.
I tried to look it up on Beacon and. But this says Zimmerman, where's the Zimmerman subdivision at, Matt? That's what this shows on here, Zimmerman subdivision. On this plat, so I'm not sure if it's the same one as, this is off of 570th Avenue. And then this is 303rd Lane.
At the Everett campus.
Isn't that more where that Kathleen Zimmerman lives out by like Fausch and all them, so I don't,
Catherine lives up on the hill.
yeah, so I'm not sure what this is. But it was requested by Merle Brenlin and NBS Farms. And limited liability.
Do they own the property? No?
So there's like a pipeline that also goes through here. So there was an easement, but they just send it to me asking for comments and. Not my place to give any comments, so I forwarded it to,
Isn't that an awful long ways out of our purvey?
well, it's within our 2 mile radius or whatever, within our city limits is. So they always have to send that information to the city.
What they supposed to.
Huh?
Well, for a comment, ask them what are they wanting?
I've asked her that before, for you to review it, I'm like, what am I reviewing? I can reach out to her again, but.
Cause I didn't understand.
Because if it is a development that's going in out there,
Have you heard any?
don't have any, the city of Cambridge doesn't have any water or sewer. That would be stubbed out there, or, I mean,
Well, I'm curious because it was requested by Merle Brenlin, who doesn't live over there, but does he own property out there maybe?
maybe. But that would be like, the big thing is. With that survey or whatever, asking if Cambridge is gonna have any issues with. The city annex and that, and potentially providing water and sewer.
But I didn't say anything about annexation, you know. It's just a plat of survey review.
retracement plat of survey.
Did everybody get a copy of that?
Yeah, I forwarded it to everyone. So. We can look into it again,
Wait till August 3rd,
or
response on it.
she's emailed me twice. Asking for comments.
I haven't seen it.
Can look at it tonight, see if you can figure out what they're trying to. Do.
You got a lot of reading to do.
All right, is there any further comments? From council? No, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
James, can't talk, I said, so.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay.
Crazy.
Ayes have it. Thank you very much.
Are you gonna
Hang on.
At what time do I wanna see anybody? That's usually